So in April 2015, my brother Chris discovered that he had end-stage renal disease. And so it all started with a headache for him that would not go away. And when he went to the doctor, his blood pressure was out of control. They were having trouble getting it under control. And within a week, he was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease and put on dialysis. We were all shocked to learn that he'd been living for 46 years with one kidney, and even that one kidney not functioning properly. And so we were all shocked because he never really had any symptoms until that moment. So it can take years to get a kidney from a deceased donor. And what happens, from my understanding, is that after you're on dialysis for a certain period of time, it does become, it takes a toll on your body. And he was healthy enough in the beginning to be a suitable candidate to receive a kidney. And my very first thought was, someone in the family has to be a donor. So that was in April 2015. And so my other brother and I both started the process of and gathering more information about becoming a living donor to my brother, a kidney donor. And my other brother was not a suitable candidate, and I turned out to be a suitable candidate. It's one thing to say, I'm willing to do it, but it's another thing then to find out that you are a suitable candidate and it's really going to happen. Initially, I thought, this is something that I have to do. I knew I was in good physical condition. I knew that that it's something that I could handle. There were times when I thought, oh, is this too big of a risk? Am I putting my life in danger? But I did a lot of reading about it. I talked with people. My transplant team was really great with putting me in contact with people who had gone through the same thing, and so other kidney donors. And so I talked with people who'd gone through it, and the benefits just outweighed all of the risks that I could see. But the process was very deliberate, and it was very, I had my own separate team, my own separate transplant team, separate from my brother's team. And so there was never the pressure to go through with something that maybe you weren't comfortable with, or it was very deliberate. And there were, of course, a lot of medical tests that I had to go through and that he had to go through, and to make sure he was a suitable candidate to even have the transplant, and to make sure I was suitable medically and psychologically to go through all of that process. I went through all of the testing. Of course, I talked to my family about it, my kids and my husband, and we talked it through, and we decided, that he needed a kidney and it was the best thing to do. So in December of 2015, just 6 months or so after he was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease, then I donated my kidney. And there was a time actually in the OR when it was a scary moment, and I thought, oh, what am I doing? It was just really scary, at the moment. But in the end, it all worked out fine, and it was a major surgery. I took off 6 weeks from work when I donated the kidney, and what I was pleased to learn is that the state offers 30 working days of administrative leave to state employees who are donating organs. I didn't know the policy existed, and so I just thought it was wonderful. To be able to give that benefit and to support a person who is doing such a great thing. If there are folks who are in that situation where they may not have enough leave, and that is keeping them from being a living organ donor, they should know that there is a state law and a department policy that protects employees who want to to do that, to make an organ donation. I donated the kidney on December 29th, and then in March I ran a 5K. So I was really, within a couple of months, 3 months at the most, I was feeling back to normal. And I don't feel any different today, and I don't do anything any differently today than I did when I had 2 kidneys. So April is Donate Life Month, and it's just an opportunity to raise awareness about organ donation and encourage people to register to be an organ donor. You can do it at the DMV when you renew your driver's license, or you can go to registerme.org and register to be an organ donor, and of course make your wishes known to your family. So if something does happen to you, then it would definitely change the life of someone else.